Intuition don't lie, and overthinking is acting like your intuition doesn't work. When a person overthinks, they already have the answer to whatever they're thinking about, but they don't like that answer. So now they're trying to use their brain to formulate an answer that actually feels better than the one that they already had.
All right, so what she's saying is right on point. You know, for me, overthinking is one of the things that cause me major issues, major issues, because I just think about times where I was in college, and before I would go approach a woman to talk to her or try to get her number, I would be overthinking it in my head. And this would be for days and weeks because I would be trying to build up that courage just to go talk to her. But the reason why like overthinking is so bad is because it's like, man, you be in your head being all delusional, making up situations, and now you negatively thinking, you more self-conscious. So when you overthink, you're not keeping it simple. See, a lot of times most men, the reason why we struggle with women is because we're overthinking, and women can pick up on that. Because like she just said in the video, a lot of times when you're overthinking, you're not using your intuition. You know what I'm saying? You're not being intuitive. And guess what women are good at doing? Being intuitive. So they pick up when you are not confident in yourself, when you're not assured of your decision making. You're overthinking, you're in your head. You're trying to play out the situation instead of playing it out in real life. And also too, a lot of people don't understand, like overthinking causes you to you misinterpret situations, you think certain things are going on, or you know what I'm saying? It just causes a lot of negative tension that's very destructive because you're not taking action. You're taking action with your brain and your thoughts, but your body's not really taking action. So in your head, you overreacting, and on the outside, it looks like you scared, you're weak, you're nervous. And a lot of us men come off like that. And the reason why I know it's because I went through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an example. You know what I'm saying? Today, when I was in the gym, you know what I'm saying? There was a woman who came up to me. She had left her phone next to me, you know what I'm saying, on accident or whatever. So she came and got it, and she was like, dang, I'm surprised nobody took my phone or whatever. She was a very beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? The body was right, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And we was kind of chopping it up. And then before she left the gym, she kind of smiled at me, and I was like, you know, come here. And I talked to her. I was like, we should go get a drink or whatever. Turns out she had a family, you know what I'm saying? She was showing me a picture of her kids or whatever. Didn't really care, but she was showing me a picture or whatever, her husband and her kids or whatever. But the whole point of that is that I didn't overthink the situation. When I seen her and the time was right and it made sense, I called her over and said, hey, you know, I would love to go get a drink with you. And she was very polite about it. You know what I'm saying? About saying she had a husband or whatever. She wasn't rude. But a lot of times when you overthinking and you in your head, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be wishy-washy. And a lot of times most men are wishy-washy is because you trying to think about thinking about the right thing to say is you trying to come off as perfect. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. See, you got to learn, like when you in public, man, you got to wait for the situation to present itself. And for me, I just kind of focus my energy on being in that present moment. Because when you start getting in your head and start thinking about, man, what should I say and all that, yo, she a human just like you. That's what you got to understand. She a human just like you. You know, in our head, we're trying to, you know what I'm saying, come up with a situation to prevent the rejection from happening. But the truth of the matter is, it's going to either be a yes or a no regardless. So you might as well go into a situation confidently instead of overthinking it. Because when you overthink it, man, you're going to come off with that energy. You already know what time it is. You already know you're going to get rejected. You know, I oftentimes think about also too, man, in the past when I used to overthink, man, a lot of times, man, I know I come off as anxious and nervous and things like that. And that's like super unattractive to women because when they see that, to them, that means you're not sure of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not confident. You know, women love confident men. They love men who are sure of themselves, men that are assertive, and men that are like that don't act like that. And that's what overthinking does, man. Overthinking is like causes this whole negative situation. It's like a negative domino effect. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you want to, learn how to love yourself more, learn how to be more aware, self-aware, learn how to invest more into yourself, because when you do that, you naturally become sure of yourself, naturally become confident. But the thing is, see, a lot of men can talk to people regularly, right? But when they want to talk to that woman that they super attracted to, you just fold. A lot of men fold because they let that beauty kind of just like intimidate them. And that's what happened to me. So I can't even sit here and act like That I ain't never been through that because it happened to me, but you gotta learn to understand that for one, she's a human just like you. And for two, you gotta learn how to be comfortable with yourself. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about living in the present moment. You know, a lot of times we overthink situations because we want it so bad, but you gotta learn how to be in the present form, because like I said, everything is energy. So when you got that overthinking mindset, you're putting out energy into the atmosphere that you're not sure of yourself, you're insecure, you know what I'm saying, you don't know where you're going, you know what I'm saying. When you put out that energy, it becomes unattractive, because again, going back to women feeling safe and secure, they value that. And how can they feel safe and secure when you don't feel safe and secure in your own body to even talk to her? And again, when it comes to beautiful women, a lot of times a woman thinks, man, if he's nervous talking to me, he's probably never dealt with a woman that looks like me. That's why you got to get used to treating everybody the same. Just because she looks good doesn't mean she's no better than you. But if you come up to her acting like she's some type of celebrity, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? She gonna treat you like a fan. I know y'all heard that saying. If you put somebody on a pedestal, they gonna treat you like a peasant. And that just is what it is, because you don't even treat yourself right. If you don't treat yourself right, how can other people treat you right? And that's what a lot of us do as men, and not just as men, but a lot of times people in general, we overthink situations instead of living in the moment. We're overanalyzing it. And now we're creating mystical, delusional situations in our brain. That's not even true. And now you can't even read the room because you all in your head. Learn how to get out the head. And that was my biggest issue. For all my teenage years, early 20s, I was always in my head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to live in the moment. I didn't know how to be sure of myself. I didn't know how to be confident. I didn't know. But again, also too, with working on your mindset, you also want to be gaining experience as well. You got to gain experience, because the more and more you do these things, like I did with the girl in the gym, the more and more it becomes regular. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal to you. Because to me, it's I don't go places thinking, oh, I'm gonna try to pull some women today. No, if I'm in a situation that presents itself, I take advantage of the situation. That's just what it is, what it is. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming through and watching the channel. I appreciate all the love, guys. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'm gone.